other team to get back into the game.
Tsunami, I think we need to stop with the battle for CKs.
I need to stop. Everyone else needs to stop. All those people up there need to stop.
Oh, all those people up there. Okay, yeah. I don't think CK would even be able to hit Creeps at how high he is on that horse. Speak up prediction.
I'm trusting Illidan on the CK.
Down bottom, which might be battling it out as mid lane. A lot of damage coming out into Resolution. Need to run away, but with the Maledic there, he might just end up going down. Does have a Sal, but not enough to keep him alive. First blood by FNG.
I think this is exactly why Team Spirit loved the Witch Doctor. It has a lot of kill potential, there's a bunch of damage in the early stages of the game.
Mid lane, they find Resolution, good shackles, able to turn this, now they're rolling as well. They kick Illidan back, gonna find that one, as it looks like he is maybe gonna drop. The top rail misses, they're able to turn it. JerAx is trouble now as well. He ends up falling and turns. Team Spirit making it happen.
Biver is having a ridiculous day so far. The Earth Spirit game just
could be a dead Earth Spirit in the jungle. Enemy has vision is the call, and in fact there is a ward that's about to expire right there.
Yeah, JerAx is he's really good with the calls on the wards, but unfortunately this one's a little bit.
In for the rune, they get the kick away. JerAx realizes he doesn't want to be here anymore and will retreat.
But he's just kind of playing separately from the rest of his team at the moment. At least the support duo is playing separately for OG. Not really trying to make any rotations happen. They're just letting the 1v1 lanes continue to play out. And that continues to play out in Team Spirit's favor. With a lane against the Timber directly.
4 heroes moving in right now. They're wrapping all the way around. Silence onto one, roll in off the mark. They have a Spike Carapace off to the other side, and iLTW in some trouble. He's going to drop the ward to block him off, and now he gets off a Gale as well. He's actually walking away from all these heroes. Is he really just going to be able to saunter his way out of there? The chase is continuing. They're rolling forward. iLTW dealing a good bit of damage. Another ward block there, but I think that finally, maybe it's
There's no stun. There's no bonus back. There's nothing left.
iLTW! That was insane.
What a juke! I mean, come on, the tango his way in, get the 3-man Gale, keep planting the Plague Wards behind you the whole time. I thought he was 100% dead. I clicked on him, saw no TP scroll in his inventory. He had to bring it out of the backpack, and he still managed to make that play. Oh, that was so nice.
OG, what's their response here? Maybe a roll-in onto Illidan as they do find him mid, but Witch Doctor is here as well, and with that little hand-holding, he's going to be safe to walk away.
I mean, Illidan didn't have to be worried at all. There's no damage between these 3 heroes on the OG side. There's two level 4s and a level 2. This is a very rare miss on the JerAx Earth Spirit. I don't even know if it's necessarily here.
Yeah. Well, and meanwhile, Shackles are holding Biver in place. He's going to get punched a couple of times, but with FNG moving in, they might decide to turn now on to Fly. Impale is ready to fly as well, as they don't quite hit it there, but the reality is they've got enough damage here to kill off that Shadow Shaman, and the snowball continues for Team Spirit.
It's only 4 kills, but it's a 4K net worth lead 8 minutes in. They've just Phobos. I guess we have to wait and see when Mad is finally going to get involved. But as soon as he leaves this lane, his tier 1 is dead. So that's the kind of what he's holding back at the moment.
Well, and he really is the only one having a good time. KheZu going to be pulled in here. We'll be able to walk away after the fact. But you take a look at the level disparity. Terrorblade level 5, Puck level. The catch here, though, on Biver could be good as they're trying to kick him back under, but maybe to turn around. KheZu goes out the silence, still living for the moment. They're doing a good bit of damage with the rotation in for Matt. They're going to be able to find that kill, maybe taking down another. If they could burn down Illidan, he's just going to TP away again, though. No way to interrupt it, and Spirit get out.
Not enough stuns, no Dream Coil yet. FNG also with the TP out. Gets the well-played chat wheel going as well. Oh, and that's the Mad rotation not really changing very much. And like I said, immediately DKPhobos is just going to take this.
They've got the Gale on him. Poison Nova is there. And, well, Sunder's pretty nice. They are getting maybe a little bit concerned, so they will back out and try and get out of it. And that's the other thing that's scary. iLTW maybe going to end up going down here as well. Spike Carapace trying to turn this around onto Mad, and underneath the cover of the tower, they won't be able to dive that.
Yeah, that was a really nice spiked Carapace, just to buy a little bit more space. DKPhobos going to get his Orchid delivered in a couple of seconds, and at that point, I don't know who's going to be able to come and contest this top lane. I mean, the Timber is unlikely to die solo to the Broodmother, but every other hero is just complete food. And they're diving the tier 3.
Oh
They've got JerAx right back.
Stuck back there, tier 3 tower. He is going to be able to walk away from that, but with that smoke cake, I mean, they're all here. Mad, He's going to try and chase this down. The
Orchid on the puck.
Silence though. The Orchid is there. He's going to end up falling. They take down the puck and Matt can't do anything. He might just get turned around upon, lowering that armor, trying to find a kill. Matt does burn through the illusions, but there's the impale onto 2 as well. They're trying to run away from this one. Another spike carapace, but I think they will eventually find themselves a return kill in that mix.
Yeah, looks like Phobos just not interested in coming over to get involved with that fight. He did have a couple of web charges and some
Type of level experience or something as Mad. There's the Orchid. They got eyes on him, slowed up for the moment. The Cask is going to connect. They have the Maledict as well. The Impale comes through. He's taking a lot of damage from this. Also getting a lot of regen though. So he will be able to live. And the Timber Saw, again, the silver lining.
Yeah, he still had his hood available as well, but the problem is that Timbersaw, to really do his damage, needs the lockdown hero team. This time around, they're going to bring 4 heroes to bear. They really want this kill on Mad.
Oh, this is great if Mad can get away from this one, and it looks like he will be able to. A lot of attention given to that lane, and now OG able to drop wards bottom and attempt to take the tier 1 tower.
Yeah, it looks like they might actually be able to get it. Spirit, not very many TPs available, still just chasing Mad around in circles. He's running for more kills, gets onto JerAx.
And just like that, it happens. Only takes a second.
Yeah, the way that he's moving on the CK is so nice. He knows that his other 2 cores can take the buildings just fine, so he's free to just run around finding kills.
Gale is out. They got the stun. They got the Orchid. They got the Impale. They got everything. Mad trying to stay alive through this. The Maledict is going to do a good amount. He's going to decide to TP back home, which should keep him alive. And meanwhile, they pull back in yet another phase shift. No avail there at all as Fly is getting ran down. The Captain nowhere left to run either. A double kill for Illidan. It's 13 minutes and they're taking the tier 3 tower damn near.
And again, it has to be the Timbersaw to defend, but the Plague Wards are getting dropped down. There's plenty of Spiderlings. I think Spirit will end up backing out. They're a little bit low on a couple of their heroes, and no Voodoo Restoration just yet to sustain.
Although Mad gets turned around upon a 3-second stun here as well. They're doing a good amount of damage. They interrupt it now. Still starting to fall. He does find 1 kill in turn. Can Mad get away from this? It's so much damage, and they will eventually take him down. But he killed off the CK at least.
Yeah, but the Terrorblade, meanwhile, does take out a tier 2 tower at bottom. Resolution using the spatially.
Oh,
this back off. 4 seconds done on Mad.
No, that was one too many chains. And just like that, the whole team has to come back to try and defend the push.
Yeah, and bottom lane isn't really in a threatening position either. Resolution's actually farming back on their side of the map, so they're not going to be able to drag them away from this top lane just by split pushing. Though maybe the spam is enough between the puck and the shaman. Fly might have to put himself in harm's way just to hold on to this.
Yeah, scary stuff. They have the wards if they need to drop it also, but Spirit smelling blood, wanting to try and keep the pressure on right here. They're doing a good bit of damage like you were saying, and this right now, if you're OG, to be so careful about that reality rift pulling you out of position.
Alright, Serpent Ward's getting dropped down. They do only have 10 seconds to go on the Timbersaw respawn, so it looks like Team Spirit.
In the top lane, DKPhobos is going to move in. Biver is there as well, and well, the Orchid comes out there. The sign to hit the Spiderlings. Where's the rest of his team? They're going to fully commit for this one now. They managed to drop the Dream Coil. Matt trying to turn this now. The roll-in as well. It's pretty decent, but the rest of OG, they're just not tanky enough. They might be able to bring down iLTW. He's going to force that away, trying to TP out. He manages to get away. Oh, disaster strikes in the top lane as OG are going to lose 5 and not take 1 kill.
They annihilated the Terrorblade in that fight. Just Resolution not nearly tanky enough to do anything. He even had a 17 charge wand and the Sunder, but just got chain stunned from full to nothing. And without that damage coming in, it feels like they're even just ignoring the Timbersaw, right? They threw a little bit of damage onto him at the beginning of the fight, but you look at in the replay here, with the rest of Team Spirit coming in from behind, they land a 2-man Gale, and then the entire backline of OG just gets annihilated.
Well, Team Spirit recognizing the moment and striking while the iron is hot. Can they get out of here okay? I think the answer is yes. They're just too freaking tanky right now. In the woods, there's not really any other heroes from Team Spirit around that can help out with this, so they're going to decide to back out. But yeah, DKPhobos has felt like at times the man of the tournament is poor old Fly is just going to drop. Definitely making his impact felt here as...
So this is probably the most impactful item that OG were waiting for. The Blink Dagger on the puck now picked up, but it feels like they're still, at this point, they're just so far behind that I don't know if it's really going to matter. Team Spirit is starting to tank up even more. The CK even picking up a Solar Crest here just so that they can secure the Roshan and look to close out the game. Team Spirit not messing around. They've got revenge against...
Well, with only 3 heroes here, this could be a little bit scary for Team Spirit if OG are able to recognize that they haven't sent that many heroes back.
Yeah, the Chakram cleaning things up nicely. Resolution has to find a nice spot in the trees to TP out, but Biver's on his tail. Might be able to find him.
Oh, he just barely gets out of there, and now maybe they can take the fight on OG. They're trying to roll forward and see if they can run into anybody, but the pullback in, a lot of damage. JerAx 4-second stun. He's not going to be able to get away from this one. Resolution wants to take this fight. They want to try and make it happen, but he's just getting ran at by the Broodmother, and they're going to turn their sights now onto Mad, who does manage to jump away. The Reality Rift pulling him back in. Is this too much to fight, though? That is still a monster, and looking for the chase. He is going to be able to hit there, but now the Gale and now the rest of Team Spirit has shown up, and the captain, he is starting to fall rather rapidly. Jump forward, KheZu trying to turn it. The armlet toggles though, it comes out from Illidan, and they force out the deny. Again, trying to run. Team Spirit making it look easy.
They are kiting the Timbersaw to no end. Like, it does take pretty much their entire lineup to kill him, but DKPhobos is doing such a good job. He's staying in between the Timber and the rest of his team, preventing anyone else from really coming in to help. And then Team Spirit are just running circles around Mad, like we saw with the armlet toggles, and they don't even have that many disables. It's just that Timbersaw needs some stuns to set him up, and his stuns can't get into the fight.
And looking at any answer right now, it's going to be a high ground push yet again. Reality Rift, they got him caught. That's a lot of damage. Maledic down as well. The BKB is popped for the Broodmother. Starting to take down Mad and is just going to drop. No buyback at all. Illidan's not even dead. Armlet toggle. He's fine.
Oh,
Team Spirit taking this one.
Illidan making a statement here. Well, I made a statement in the in the interview, but OG gonna lose potentially their second lane of racks just past the 20-minute mark. They don't have any other pressure elsewhere on the map. The Plague Wards are going to work, and they don't have any way to clear those whatsoever. Yeah, this is probably just 2 lanes.
Not a lot of people were expecting a ton from them, but showing that they came to play and now going to run forward. They find themselves a Timbersaw yet again. 3-second stun. This one's almost damn near a solo as a mega kill streak comes out for Illidan. The cask is bouncing. This game is looking over. They don't have an answer in the world at all. KheZu trying to run away. Another 2-second stun. They do manage to find the silence, but they will eventually find the kill. Triple there for the CK. And they're hitting tier 4s.
Oh man, these heroes are so annoying, and Team Spirit play them so well as well. We saw it in the previous game. We've been seeing it all tournament long. I think this is just a really bad style matchup almost for OG. They haven't been able to, with this roster, deal with the aggression from Spirit, really exploiting maybe some of the weaknesses in communication on the OG side, and also exploiting KheZu's hero pool a little bit as well, I think. Just forcing him onto maybe something that he's not 100% comfortable on.
Well, the Bloodthorn Spider is getting in a position where ready to finish this one off. They can walk forward with the BKB, pull back in Mad, looking for that hit. They're going to be able to find it. A good Dream Blow from KheZu. It's about as good of a fight as you can hope for, but the problem is the fight was always going to be rough. The damage is there. Mad is going to be pushed back. iLTW doing a ton to him as well. They did end up burning through the CK, but that was only the Aegis. And finally being able to take down the Witch Doctor, I think that's going to be the last casualty as Team Spirit are going to take down OG and move on against BGJ.
Just so well played, so well drafted for Team Spirit. I think, what else can you say? OG, they scrambled to try and recover the lanes. They picked the Timbersaw at the very end. It